welcome to Transformers Step by Step Fall of Cybertron Starscream. So this is the Transformers Fall of Cybertron Starscream. So it came out like a decade ago, and you might think, wow, that's a really good paint scheme, because I mean, look at all those weathering effects. They look really great. Yeah, those aren't weathering effects or paint. This is literal weathering. This guy has the greatest paint job because it isn't a paint job. So that's just the first funny detail about it. I don't have his null rays that he comes with originally because I got this guy secondhand. So yeah, pretty cool figure. Let's transform him. But before we do that, let's do the size comparison with a number 2 pencil. So this is the size of it, and it's a pretty good size for a deluxe figure. I mean, not too big, but also not too small, so it's pretty good, but not exactly the size class I'd put Starscream in. I mean, I'd put him sort of in a Voyager stance, but all the characters from Fall of Cybertron are smaller. Yeah, it's a pretty weird detail. I mean, Megatron's pretty small, so it'd be kind of weird to have his second in command be bigger than him. Other than that, though, let's transform him. So the first thing you're going to want to do is flip these two red parts forward and turn his entire head around. That's pretty straightforward. Untab his front what is it again? Front cockpit, and then untab his legs from the back. Then you're just going to want to pull this backwards because it's on a double-sided hinge. So that will work like that. Flip the head back like that. Flip this backpack forward, flip this front piece forward without lifting the legs up, and tab these in because there's some little pegs that these are supposed to tab into, so do that. Flip the front of the nose cone out, and then let's move on to the arms. So with the arms, you're going to want to flip them inward like this. So this one's a weird process. So you're going to want to do this. So basically, until they look like this, that's what you want the arms to look like that. And then collapse these both at the same time because there's like a little tab that you're going to want to tab them both into, which is tabbing them into themselves. Push it down until it's like the most compact it can be. And that's about it. So then you're going to want to flip these legs back and tab them in to these things. By the way, got the second hand. These broke, but that's a thing I want to talk about. So once you tab them in, just be careful when tabbing them in because they break. They are tight on a small piece of plastic that can break off. So it isn't really a good thing to shove it on or pull it back off. You got to be very careful about this because again, it's like a decade-old figure, so that's not helping it. So yeah, this you got to be a little bit more careful on those little pegs, because I mean they're as brittle as Earthrise Grapple's pegs. But yeah, other than that, pretty cool figure, and this is his space jet mode. You can tell because it looks nothing like anything you would see on Earth. And also a little bit of a nitpick: why are there cockpits on Cybertronian jets? I mean, that's just a gripe I have. Why on Cybertron? There are no humans. They don't need to disguise. Would they have cockpits? They're the vehicles themselves. They can drive. They don't need to see. Is this where their eyes are? Just very confusing. And yeah, a pretty good jet, and I love him. Starscream has a special place in my heart, especially for this series too, because he was the first review I ever did, Earthrise Starscream. So yeah, pretty cool figure. I don't know. I would say I recommend you buy him, but I don't know where they sell him because they don't sell him anymore. He's, again, a decade old. But yeah, pretty cool figure. Some background information. He's nefarious. He schemes against Megatron. He hates Megatron. He wants to usurp Megatron. Yeah, so he wants to become the leader of the Decepticons. And then he dies right after he becomes the leader for 12 seconds. Yeah, yeah, Starscream just doesn't get really that much luck. But hey, really good, really cool guy. I like him. Thank you guys for watching. If you like content, you see why not, hit that like button and subscribe. See you next one. Bye-bye.